Hello, my dear friend. Welcome to our special time together. My name is Anna, and this is VUS Learning English Podcast. If this is your first time here, a very big, warm welcome to you. I am so happy you found us. And if you are a returning listener, welcome back, my friend. It is always so good to have you here. Today, we are going to talk about something very important. It is something many of us feel every single day. We will talk about why doing hard things can feel so hard. And we will learn how to make doing hard things feel much, much easier. It is a secret to help your brain feel happy and strong. It will help you learn English, finish your work, or reach any dream you have. Thank you so much for being here today. Your time is a gift, and I am so grateful you are sharing it with me. Before we begin, I have a small favor to ask. If you enjoy our time together, please think about giving this a like or a follow or subscribing. When you do this, you help our podcast grow. It helps other English learners just like you find our little community. It is a small click for you, but it means the world to us. Thank you. And one more thing, I would love to know where you are listening from. Please write your country in the comments. It makes me so happy to see where all my friends are in the world. Okay, are you ready? Find a comfortable place. Take a slow, deep breath. Let's begin. Section 1. The problem. Why do we choose easy things? I want you to imagine something and picture this. You sit down at your desk. You have a big, important project to do. Maybe it is studying for an English test. Maybe it is a big project for your job. This is something important. You know you need to do it. You open your book, or you open the document on your computer. You read the first sentence. And then a little thought comes into your mind. I will just check my email very quickly. Just for 1 minute. Does this sound familiar? 1 hour later, you look up. You're holding your phone. You have been scrolling and scrolling, watching funny videos, looking at pictures of food, reading news about famous people. Your big, important project is still open. It is waiting for you, but you have not touched it. That feeling of energy you had 1 hour ago, it is gone. Now you feel a little sad and a little worried. A small voice in your head asks a question. What is wrong with me? Why can't I do the things I need to do? This feeling is very common, my friend. So many of us feel this way. We think it is our fault. We think, I am lazy, or I have no willpower. But I want to tell you a very important secret. That story is not true. You are not lazy. It is not your fault. The problem is not in your character. The problem is in our biology. It is about how our brain works. Your brain has a very old system inside. This system wants to keep you safe and happy. But our modern world has changed this system. Our brain has been trained every day, little by little. It has been trained to want one thing. It wants things to be easy. We live in a world of easy rewards, easy fun, easy pleasure, and this has changed our brain. It makes us feel tired. It makes it hard to start anything truly important. But what if I told you there is a way to change this? What if there was a simple way to press a reset button for your brain? There is. It is a set of simple steps. These steps are based on science. They are based on how our brain really works, and they can make doing hard things feel almost easy. By the end of our time together today, you will understand why your brain loves easy things, and you will have a clear step-by-step plan. A plan to get your focus back. A plan to build your motivation again. A plan to finally do the things that are important to you. Let's be honest for a moment. Think about your day. What is the first thing you do when you wake up? For many of us, before our feet touch the floor, our hand reaches for our phone. The bright light from the screen fills our sleepy eyes. And our brain gets its first meal of the day. It is a meal of notifications, emails, social media updates. You see that someone liked your photo. You feel a little bit of happiness as you read a news story that makes you feel angry. You feel a little jolt of energy. You see pictures of a friend on a beautiful vacation. You feel a little bit of envy. Each one of these is a very small moment. We almost don't notice them. But each one gives our brain a little hit of something, a small hit of stimulation. Then we start our day. We try to work for a few minutes, but then we reach a difficult part, a hard sentence to write, a difficult math problem to solve. At that moment, the feeling is so strong. The feeling that we need to switch tasks, the urge to open a new tab on our computer. We tell ourselves, I am just doing research. But soon, we are watching a video about a new phone or reading about a random topic online. We eat our lunch, but we are not tasting our food. We are watching a video while we eat. We take a break from work, but we don't stretch our body. We don't go for a walk. We scroll on our phone. Each of these small actions feels okay. They feel like a little bit of rest in a busy day. But they are not. Every scroll, every click, every notification is a small piece of a powerful chemical in our brain. This chemical is called dopamine. You can think of it as a happy chemical. Our modern world is like a giant table full of food, but it is not food for our stomach. It is food for our brain. It is an endless supply of easy, happy feelings. We can play video games for 8 hours. We can watch a whole season of a TV show in one day. We can scroll on our phones until our thumbs hurt. Doing these things feels easy, but the idea of studying for 30 minutes, or exercising for 45 minutes, or working on a personal project for 1 hour, that can feel like climbing a giant mountain. It feels impossible. This is the big problem of our modern life. We have more information than ever before. We have more tools to help us learn and grow. But we feel more distracted, more tired, and more worried than ever before. Why? Because our brains were not made for this world. Our basic biology is in a difficult situation. The problem is, we think motivation is something we should just have. We think we need to wait for inspiration to come, like waiting for a bus. We think successful people wake up every morning feeling full of energy and motivation. But that is not true. Here is another secret. Motivation does not come before you act. Motivation comes after you act. Motivation is the result of action. It is the prize you get for starting. But here's the problem. Our ability to take that first small action is being weakened. The parts of our brain for avoiding hard things get stronger every day. The parts of our brain for focus and patience get weaker. This creates a circle, a bad circle that repeats. It starts like this. 1. we feel unmotivated. We don't want to do hard work. 2, we look for something easy to make us feel better. We pick up our phone. 3, the phone gives us a fast, easy, happy feeling. But this uses up our brain's energy for hard things. 4, now we feel even less motivated to do the hard work. 5, because we don't do our important work, we feel bad about ourselves. We feel shame. And what is the fastest way to feel better when we feel shame? We pick up our phone again. The circle starts all over again. We get happy from watching videos about success instead of doing the work to be successful. Watching a video about being productive gives our brain a little happy feeling. Our brain thinks we did something good, but we did not do the real work. We did not feel the real effort. So please listen to me. The enemy is not you. You are not the problem. Your character is not the problem. The enemy is a mismatch between your wonderful ancient brain and our busy modern world. Our world knows how to get your attention, and it knows how to keep it. Your brain has learned a new rule. It has learned that the easiest path is the best path. This habit of choosing ease is hurting your potential. It is quietly stopping you from living your best life. But understanding this is the first step. And today, we will learn all the steps to fix it. Section 2, the science, your brain's seesaw. To fix this problem, we need to understand it more deeply. We need to understand how motivation works inside our own head. It is all about that special brain chemical we talked about. Dopamine, the happy chemical. For a long time, people called it the pleasure molecule. But this is not quite right. It is a little more complex. Dopamine is not just about feeling pleasure. It is about wanting pleasure. It is the chemical of motivation. It is the chemical of desire. It is the feeling that makes you want to pick up your phone. It is the feeling that makes you want to check for a new message. Dopamine is released before you get the reward. It is released in anticipation of the reward. It is the engine that makes you go after your goals. Now, your brain is very, very smart. It is a master of balance. This idea is called homeostasis. That is a big word, but the idea is simple. Your brain works all day to keep everything stable. Not too hot, not too cold, not too fast, not too slow, just right. The same is true for our friend dopamine. Your brain has a normal baseline level of dopamine. It tries to keep it there. Now we get to the most important idea for today. To understand your motivation, I want you to imagine a seesaw. Yes, a seesaw, like the one you see in a children's park. Imagine this seesaw is inside your brain. When the seesaw is flat and level, you feel normal. You feel content. This is your baseline. Now, when you do something pleasurable, like eating a piece of chocolate, or getting a nice message from a friend, your brain releases dopamine. This dopamine is like a little person sitting on one side of the seesaw. The seesaw tips to the side of pleasure. You feel good. But remember, your brain always wants balance. It does not let the seesaw stay tipped for long. To bring the seesaw back to level, your brain puts a little person on the other side, the side of pain. Now, this is very important. This is not physical pain, like when you fall down. It is a different kind of pain. It is the feeling of wanting more. It is the feeling of restlessness. It is that empty feeling when a wonderful movie ends. It is the feeling that makes you want to watch just one more video. That feeling is your brain working. It is your brain balancing the seesaw. And here's the most critical part. Please listen closely. The more you tip the seesaw to the pleasure side, and the faster you tip it, the more your brain will push back on the pain side. Think about it. If you eat a healthy, delicious apple, it gives you a gentle push on the pleasure side. It's a small amount of pleasure. The pushback on the pain side is so small you don't even feel it. The seesaw gently comes back to level. Now, think about an activity that gives you a huge, fast rush of dopamine, like scrolling on a social media app. These apps are designed by very smart people. They are designed to give your brain a lot of pleasure very fast. This is like dropping a very, very heavy weight on the pleasure side of the seesaw. The seesaw goes down very fast and very far. The pleasure feels intense. It feels good. But what does your brain do? It must balance the seesaw. So it pushes back on the pain side with a huge, heavy weight of its own. This pushback is powerful, and it lasts for a longer time. This causes your baseline, your normal level, to drop. Your seesaw is now tipped to the pain side. In this state, you feel different. Things that used to feel nice, like reading a book or talking to a friend, now they feel boring. The world feels less colorful. And most importantly, your motivation to do anything hard is gone. It has disappeared. Why? Because when your seesaw is stuck on the pain side, the small pleasure you might get from finishing a hard task is not enough. It's not enough to lift the seesaw back to level. So your brain, feeling low and empty, screams for one thing. It screams for the fastest, easiest way to feel good again. It wants that big, heavy weight on the pleasure side. It wants the very thing that made you feel bad in the first place. This is the circle of procrastination. It is a biological loop. It is happening inside your brain chemistry. So let's make this even simpler. We can think about two kinds of activities. Let's call them fast happiness and slow happiness. Fast happiness activities give you a lot of pleasure right now with very little effort. Think about social media, junk food like candy and chips, online shopping, watching many TV shows at once. These things can take control of your brain's reward system. They create the big, fast pleasure spikes, and they are followed by the deep, long dips. The dips into the pain side of the seesaw. They make your brain tired, and they train your brain to always want what is easy. Now let's talk about slow happiness. Slow happiness activities are the opposite. They usually need some effort first. The reward comes later. Think about exercise or doing focused, deep work. Learning a new skill, like playing the guitar or learning English. Building a business or creating art. When you finish a difficult workout, you don't get a huge, fast explosion of pleasure. Instead, you get something better. You get a long, steady release of good feelings. This can make your baseline level go up over time. You feel strong. You feel capable. You feel proud of yourself. This is slow happiness. The problem is, a brain that eats fast happiness all day loses its taste for slow happiness. It gets desensitized. The brain becomes numb to gentle pleasure. Why would your brain choose the effort of a workout when it can get a much bigger, faster, easier feeling from a phone? It won't. Your brain's ancient desire for pleasure will almost always win. It will win against the part of your brain that plans for the future. So the solution is not to get more dopamine. It is not about getting more happy chemical. The solution is to rebalance your seesaw. It is about stopping the flood of cheap, easy, fast happiness. When you do this, your brain can become sensitive again. It can start to feel the pleasure from healthy, good rewards. The rewards that come from effort. The solution is to learn to lean into the effort, to find a more stable, a more lasting kind of happiness. This is the foundation. This is how we reset our brain. Action 3. The solution. The 11 principles of a dopamine reset. Okay, my friend, we have learned the what and the why. We understand the seesaw in our brain. Now, we get to the most important part. We get to the how. How do we do this? This is not about living like a monk. It is not about throwing away your phone and computer. No, it is about being smart. It is a strategic change, a recalibration. I'm going to share with you 11 principles, 11 ideas you can use in your life. They will help you take back control. Control from the algorithms. Control from the endless scrolling. These principles will help you give your energy back to your real goals, to your real dreams. Let's go. Principle number 1. A drained brain always chooses easy. This is the most important idea. It comes directly from our seesaw analogy. When your seesaw is tipped to the pain side, when your baseline is low because of too much fast happiness, your brain does not have the energy to do hard things. It will always, always, always choose the easy path. It will choose the path of least resistance. So the first step is to stop making the problem worse. You must stop the constant flow of fast happiness. The plan is simple, but it is not easy. First, make a list. Write down all of your fast happiness activities. Be very, very honest with yourself. Is it scrolling on Instagram? Is it watching YouTube for hours? Is it eating junk food when you feel stressed? Is it playing video games all night? Write them all down. Now your goal is to put them in a box, a time box. Instead of letting these activities fill every empty minute of your day, you will give them a specific scheduled time. For example, you might decide, I will only check social media between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. The other 23 hours of the day are a no-fly zone. That means you do not do it. This is like intermittent fasting for your brain. You are giving your brain a long break from all the noise and stimulation. I want to be honest with you. The first few days will be hard. They will likely feel worse, not better. You will feel bored. You will feel restless. You will feel the strong urge to pick up your phone. This is the withdrawal. This is the feeling of your seesaw slowly coming back to balance. This feeling is a good sign. It means it is working. You must push through it. You are stronger than that feeling. Principle number 2, reframe discomfort. Our normal reaction to feeling effort or frustration is to stop. We think this feeling is a stop sign, but this is a mistake. when you are resetting your brain. These feelings of discomfort are a sign that you are winning. Discomfort is the price you pay to make your brain sensitive again. It is the feeling of your brain healing. So you must change the words you say to yourself. You must change your internal monologue. When you feel the urge to quit a hard task, when you want to close your book and pick up your phone, instead of saying, "This is too hard, I can't do it," you must learn to say something new. Try saying this. "This feeling of difficulty is my brain resetting. This is the moment most people quit. And that is why I am going to continue." You are reframing the pain. You are turning it into progress. The feeling of effort is not your enemy. It is your guide. It is showing you that you are on the right path. Principle number 3, win the evening. Your motivation for tomorrow does not start tomorrow morning. It starts tonight. Think about your evening. If your evening is full of bright screens, scrolling on your phone in bed, watching exciting movies right before you sleep, you are filling your brain with fast happiness and a stress chemical called cortisol. This makes it hard to sleep well. It hurts the quality of your sleep. And it means you will wake up with a lower baseline. Your seesaw is already tipped to the pain side when you wake up. You start the day already feeling tired. And a tired brain chooses easy things. The cycle continues. The solution is to create a shutdown routine for your evening. At a specific time every night, maybe 9 p.m., all screens turn off. No phone, no computer, no TV. This time is for calming down. It is for recovery. What can you do? You can read a real physical book. You can do some gentle stretching. You can write in a journal. You can listen to calm, relaxing music. The goal is to lower the stimulation. Let your brain relax and prepare for a night of deep, healing sleep. When you win the evening, you set yourself up to win the next morning. Principle number 4, structure your day for your brain. Not all hours in the day are the same for your brain. Your brain has different phases of energy and focus. A neuroscientist, a brain scientist named Dr. Andrew Huberman explains this very well. We can think of the day in 3 phases. Phase 1, the morning. This is from when you wake up until about 8 hours later. This is your time for maximum focus. In the morning, your brain has the highest levels of chemicals for alertness and concentration. This is the best time to do your most difficult, most important work. Your slow happiness work, like studying, writing, or solving hard problems. To make this phase even better, try this tip. Get direct sunlight in your eyes for 10 to 30 minutes. Do this as soon as you can after waking up. Sunlight tells your brain it is time to be awake and alert. Phase 2, the afternoon. This is from about 9 hours after waking until about 16 hours after waking. During this time, your brain chemistry changes. Your focus for hard tasks is a little lower. This time is often better for different kinds of tasks. Creative work, brainstorming ideas, answering emails, or working with other people. Phase 3, the evening. This is the last part of your day until you go to sleep. This is the wind-down phase. As we talked about in the last principle, this time is for low stimulation activities. It is for rest and recovery. Prepare your brain for great sleep. By planning your day around these natural phases, you work with your brain, not against it. Principle number 5, build an identity through evidence. You cannot just think your way to becoming a disciplined person. You have to act your way into it. Your picture of yourself is not built by saying nice words. It is built on evidence. It is built on proof. Every time you choose to do a hard thing, even a small one, you are casting a vote for a new identity. You are sending a message to your brain. Choosing to study English for 30 minutes without looking at your phone, that is one vote for the identity. I am a focused person. Choosing to go for a walk instead of watching another video, that is one vote for the identity. I am a healthy person. So when you feel stuck, ask yourself this question. What would a focused person do right now? What would a disciplined person do right now? Then do that thing. It does not matter if it is very small. The goal is not to finish the whole project in one day. The goal is to collect the votes, to gather the evidence. Your actions shape who you believe you are. Act like the person you want to become. And soon, you will become that person. Principle number 6, never miss twice. Consistency is the key to everything. Doing something again and again is how you build habits. But trying to be perfect is your enemy. You will have bad days. You are human. There will be a day when you don't study. There will be a day when you eat the junk food. The old you would see this as a failure. The old you would say, "See? I failed. I should just give up." But the new you has a new rule. The rule is simple and powerful. Never miss twice. One bad day is okay. It is an accident. It happens. But 2 bad days in a row, that is the beginning of a new bad habit. That is a choice. This rule is beautiful because it gives you permission to be human. It allows you to make mistakes, but it also creates a safety net. It stops one small slip from destroying all your progress. So you missed your workout today? It is okay. Forgive yourself. But you must promise yourself that you will not miss it tomorrow. Never miss twice. Principle number 7. Shrink the task until it's laughably small. Sometimes a task feels so big, so huge, like a mountain. The idea of starting feels impossible. Your brain just wants to run away. The solution is to make the starting point smaller, and smaller, and smaller, until it is so small it feels silly. It feels laughably small. If your big task is go to the gym for 1 hour, that can feel like a lot. So break it down, shrink it. The new task is just change into your gym clothes. That's it. That is the whole task. Can you do that? Of course you can. Putting on clothes is easy. If your big task is write a 10-page report, that feels very hard. So shrink it. The new task is open the document and write 1 sentence. Just 1 sentence. That's it. This is not a mind trick. It is a brain hack. It lowers the energy needed to start. It makes the first step easy. And remember our secret from before? Action creates motivation. Once you put on your gym clothes, you might think, well, I'm already dressed. Maybe I can just drive to the gym. Once you are at the gym, you might think, well, I'm here. Maybe I can just walk on the treadmill for 5 minutes. That first tiny, laughably small action is the key that unlocks everything else. Principle number 8, build a ritual, not a routine. What is the difference between a ritual and a routine? A routine can feel boring. A ritual feels special. It has meaning. The most successful and focused people do not use willpower to start hard tasks. They use rituals. A ritual is a series of actions you do every single time before you do a specific activity. It is a signal to your brain. It tells your brain, okay, pay attention. It is time to focus now. Your ritual can be very simple. For example, before you start studying English, your ritual could be 1. Tidy your desk. 2. Make a specific cup of tea. 3. Put on some quiet background music. You do these same 3 things every time. This ritual is like a runway for an airplane. It helps your brain smoothly take off into a state of deep focus. It reduces the friction of starting. Create your own rituals for your important tasks. Make them feel special. This will make starting much easier. Principle number 9, never set an unsustainable pace. We live in a culture that loves hustle. It tells us to go from 0 to 100 very fast. We decide to get healthy, so we say, I will go to the gym for 2 hours every single day. This is a plan for failure. It is a recipe for burnout. You might do it for 3 days, but then you will feel exhausted and you will quit for a month. Your goal is not perfection. Your goal is consistency. A 30-minute workout that you do 5 days a week is so much better than a 2-hour workout you do only a few times. When you build a new habit, make it almost too easy. The goal in the beginning is not to get amazing results. The goal in the beginning is to master the art of showing up. Just show up. Start slow. Be consistent. You can always add more later when the habit is strong. Go slow to go far. Principle number 10, effort is the reward. This is a big change in thinking, a deep mental shift. We are trained to think that effort is bad. Effort is the price we pay. The reward is the good thing we get at the end. This way of thinking makes us fight against the work. But a healthy, balanced brain knows a deeper truth. The effort is part of the reward. Your brain is made to feel good when it overcomes a challenge. Your brain releases that good, slow happiness in response to effort. So you must learn to love the process. Embrace the struggle. Focus on the feeling of doing the work itself. When you do this, you connect the effort and the reward together. They become one thing. You start to feel satisfaction in the act of trying, in the act of doing the hard thing. The joy is not just at the finish line. The joy is in the running of the race. Principle number 11, negotiate with yourself. When you are doing a hard thing, a part of your brain will fight back. It will scream for a distraction. It will say, "This is boring. Let's check our phone just for 1 minute." The worst thing you can do is ignore this voice or fight it with anger. A better way is to be a kind friend to yourself. Acknowledge the feeling and then negotiate. First, say the feeling out loud. Give it a name. Okay, I feel a part of me really wants to check my phone right now because this work is difficult. Then negotiate like a good manager. Okay, brain, I hear you. How about this? Let's work with 100% focus for just 25 more minutes. And after that, we can take a 5-minute break to do whatever we want. This is not giving up. This is smart. This is working together with the different parts of your own mind. You are being a kind and wise leader for yourself. My dear friend, we have come on a long journey together today. We started with that sad picture. You at your desk wanting to do important work, but finding yourself lost hours later in the digital world. We traveled through the science of our amazing brain. We discovered the seesaw of pleasure and pain that controls our motivation. And we have laid out a clear, simple plan. 11 principles to help you take back control of your life. If there is one thing, just one thing, you remember from today, let it be this. Stop blaming yourself. You are not lazy. You are not broken. You are a human being with a brain that evolved over thousands of years, living in a modern world that is working against your natural biology. The constant desire for distraction is not a problem with your character. It is a sign of a reward system that is out of balance. But now you are not helpless. You are armed with knowledge. You are armed with tools. You have a plan. You understand that the secret to making hard things feel easier is not about finding more motivation. It is about rebalancing your brain's seesaw. It is about choosing to feel a little discomfort. It is about having calm evenings. It is about building your identity with small good actions. And it is about learning to find joy in the effort itself. This is not a fast solution. It is a process. It takes time. But the change it can make in your life is huge. When you are no longer a slave to the next easy, fast hit of pleasure, you get back your time. You get back your focus. And you get back your respect for yourself. So I have a small challenge for you. A gentle invitation. Don't try to do all 11 principles tomorrow. That would be too much. Just choose one. Which principle felt most important to you today? Which one made you say, yes, that is what I need? Is it principle 3? Win the evening. Is it principle 6? Never miss twice. Or is it principle 7? Shrink the task until it's laughably small. Pick just one and make a promise to yourself to practice only that one principle for the next 7 days. I would love for you to share your choice. Please write a comment below. Tell me, which principle are you choosing for your 1-week challenge? Sharing your goal is a powerful first step. It makes it real. And when you read the other comments, you will see you are not alone in this journey. We are all in this together. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. Now go earn your happiness, the slow, steady, and wonderful kind. Be kind to yourself. Keep learning. Keep growing. See you next time, my friend.